Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Yeah, I just wanted to share a few thoughts this morning with you. Hope you don't mind listening to my blatherings and bleatings. It's interesting. I've often heard this mostly on social media. I hear liberals and Democrats are trying to destroy the country. They're trying to destroy America. Let's think about that for a moment. Liberals and Democrats are actively trying to destroy America. Is that true? Is this true? Let's step back for a moment and consider what's being said. Okay? Let's put our feelings aside for just a moment. Let's just put our triggered feelings in a box and just lock them up for just a minute. Let's really consider what's being said, what we're being accused of. You hear it from right wingers on Twitter, you hear them on Facebook, especially Facebook, and also YouTube. We're trying to destroy America. And my knee-jerk reaction is to say, no, we're not, Skeeter. Fuck off. Go fuck the hell off. But let's stop for just a moment. Let's not be too hasty. Let's think about it for a minute. What is America to the right wing? What is a maggot view? How do they view America? What is their America like? What is America to them? When you talk to a Trump supporter maggot. And yes, I say maggot for a reason. MAGAT. They're maggots. That's it. That's all there is to be said. What is the America he envisions in his mind? I mean, to all the right-wing maggots, let's be clear. Yes, we want to destroy your America. Okay? We definitely want to destroy your America. Let's look at their America for just a moment. Let's consider. We're trying to destroy the America that says that white supremacy is perfectly acceptable. I want that America destroyed. No question. We're trying to destroy the America that is okay with allowing corporations and businesses treating women like second-class citizens and paying them less. Yes, I'm all for destroying that America. We're trying to destroy the America that is okay with taking away a woman's autonomy over their own uterus and telling her you must carry to term if you find yourself pregnant. Yes, that is the America I would like to see destroyed. Correct again. We're trying to destroy the America you're trying to resurrect that existed in the 19th century. Yes, I don't want to see that America come back, and neither should any rational thinking human being. We're trying to destroy the America that is okay with racist cops using the black community for target practice. Yes, we are actively trying to destroy that America. Okay? We're trying to destroy the America that puts Hispanics in concentration/death camps on our southern border who are trying to flee from their war-torn countries. Yes, I want to see that America destroyed. I don't want to see anymore. And let's be clear. These are death camps. Okay? They are death camps. The moment the first child was allowed to die from a preventable disease that we have medicine that could have treated that disease, they became death camps. The moment doctors and nurses were turned away from offering their services, free of charge, by the way, to these people, especially the children, they became death camps. In fact, these nurses and doctors were turned away and threatened that if they did not leave, they would be arrested. And many of them were because they stayed to protest. And right now we're up to 6 children so far. 6 children have died. One of them was a 13-year-old. We watched on camera as this child died of severe flu-like symptoms that he was given no medical attention. He pretty much died on a concrete floor. Yes, this is the America I would like to see destroyed. No questions asked. Absolutely. Aha, we've got a Trump supporter here. I'm glad you showed up. Thank you, Rob. I'm talking to you, Rob. Yes, Rob. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to people just like you. Maggots. That is what you are. You're a maggot. Thank you for leaving that MAGA comment. And thank you for letting me know who and what you are. You are a maggot. And someday soon, people like you are just going to be you're just going to be relegated to the dustbin of history. You're going to be quickly you're going to be quickly viewed as insignificant. But thank you, Rob, for showing up and showing everybody else who and what you are. You are exactly what I'm talking about. You see this buffoon talking and slurring his words? Nah, he's just the symptom. People like you, Rob, are the reason why we have scumbags like Trump in office. Let's continue. Ah, yes, we're trying to destroy the America that says poor people are nothing but lazy losers who should die poor in the gutter and with no health care. Yes, that is the America I would like to see destroyed. There's no reason for poor people to die without health care. Okay. We spend billions of dollars a year bombing people in other countries. I don't want to hear any more about we can't afford health care. We can't give it to the poor. No. We can. We have the ability. We can do it. Other Western countries are doing it. Hell, Americans go on vacation to European countries. They feel sick, they check into a hospital and they get treated right then and there. Our own citizens of this country are treated better in Europe right now than they are in this country. Land of the free and home of the brave. Give me a fucking break. We're trying to destroy the America where racists feel comfortable with calling the police on an African American family having a cookout at the park. Yes, this is the type of America I want to destroy. Where racist bigots can call the police on a child trying to do a lemonade stand. They called the police on a lemonade stand. They called the police on a little girl selling water. They called the police on an African American just walking in his own neighborhood. Yes, this is the kind of America I would like to see destroyed. Yes, yes, we're actively trying to destroy this version of America. It needs to go. We're trying to destroy the America whose president is okay with getting into bed with Russians, who's okay with them hacking into and manipulating our elections and destroying our democracy. Yes, I'm talking about President Trump. Oh no, that's okay. Let Rob spout off his ignorance. Don't worry. Just let Rob alone. In fact, I don't want any moderation unless it goes against Twitter standards. Just let them talk. If another maggot comes in and starts spouting off like Rob, allow them. I want to hear from them. I want to know who and what they are. I want them to show their real self. First thing he says is MAGA. Well, MAGA, kaga, goo goo gaga, back right back at you, Rob. Yeah, let them in. Yeah, we're trying to destroy the America that's comfortable with Nazis holding rallies, proudly waving the Nazi flag and spewing their bile in the public square. Yes, I want to make Nazis afraid again. I want them to go back into the dark recesses of society. I want them to go back into the shadows. I want them back in the closet. And this experiment where we've got a complete fucktard in the White House has really shown who everybody is, hasn't it? It's really shown who our neighbors are, coworkers are, random people on the street. It's really kind of shown us, it's kind of shown everybody who everybody is. I've even had to do some self-reflection myself. But yes, this is the America we want to destroy. We're trying to destroy the America that allows multi-billion-dollar corporations like Amazon to not pay taxes. Remember when they scream and yell about us not having any money for healthcare for the poor who can't afford decent health insurance? Remember when we talked about that? This is one of the major reasons why we've got corporations like Amazon who are paying shekels on pennies on the dollar. Not even that. They're given subsidy after subsidy. I'll tell you what. These are the welfare whores, the welfare queens, not the poor. It's the corporations that are exploiting our tax system. They're exploiting every loophole that they can get around and get through to not have to pay taxes. Thank you, Sadie, for sharing. Yes, this is the kind of America I want destroyed. We want to destroy the America that's okay with gerrymandering, voter suppression, Citizens United, and the busting up of unions. Yes, this is the America I want to see gone. I want to see people like this gone. Just go. If you don't want to be part of society, if you don't want to be a part of the solution, you're not part of the team, are you? See, these people here that are complaining about how they don't like how the country is. We want to make America great again. Exactly when was America great? When exactly was America great? Where do you want to go back to? What era do you want to come back into the 21st century? Is it the 1970s? Is it the 50s? Is it the 40s? Is it the early 1900s, late 1800s? Where was America great? I have yet to have that question answered. I've yet to see that question answered. I always ask that question and I never get a response. When exactly was America great? See, all of these people that are complaining about we want to make America great because it's not great now, right? But wait a minute. Aren't they the ones who are always saying, if you don't love this country, why don't you leave it? Why don't you leave it? Well, no, let's turn that back on them. How about you leave? You obviously don't like it here. You obviously are dissatisfied with the way things are. Why don't you leave? Maggots? Why don't you leave? And you can take your MAGA hats with you. You can take the racism, you can take the bullying because that's what you really are. This is a bully who that's all he does is bully people. He gets off on bullying people. And it's basically it's allowed people it's basically emboldened racist bullies and just dregs of society that they just feel emboldened to voice their grievances. If they see an interracial couple, they feel emboldened just to tell them what they think about it and how disgusting it is. And now that we have cell phone cameras, it's everywhere. One voice clip after another of these mentally unstable, and don't get me started on the Virginia military cosplayers, the March of the Incels. They're trying to take away our guns. Well, some of the mentally unstable individuals that I saw in that march, yes, you should have every single fucking gun taken from you. You're not meant you shouldn't even have you shouldn't have a BB gun, in my opinion. You should not have firearms. And I just love it when they quote the Second Amendment. I love it when they quote the Second Amendment because they never finish the Second Amendment. And just for giggles, let's just look up the Second Amendment. Let's just look that up because I want to read it. I want to read it in full. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Okay, so they like to quote the second part, the right of the people, but they never quote the first part, a well-regulated militia. What is a well-regulated militia? Any maggots out there? Any maggots out there? Trump supporters that want to talk bold? Can you tell me what a well-regulated militia is? Obviously, this retard doesn't, as he slurs his words and he can't say basic. He can't put two basic thoughts together. Tell me what a well-regulated militia is. What is a militia and what is regulated? Regulated by whom? It's not that hard, is it? Regulated, and we have to explain this to people, to gun humpers that believe that carrying their machine guns and semi-automatics and their sniper rifles out in public. You should look at some of the footage from the March of the Incels in Virginia, and look at some of the patchwork on their uniforms. Things like right-wing death squad or a guillotine. This is supposedly a peaceful march. Not so peaceful when you actually look at what they're threatening. And then you've got people saying, well, there's going to be a civil war when the time comes. It's like, have you lost your mind? You have literally decided, and this is why maggots and Trump supporters are losing ground. This is why Virginia is now a Democratic controlled state. People are sick and tired of listening to people that like this, unhinged, devoid of reality, basically sharing this is where they get their news, is conspiracy theory sites. QAnon. Anybody know QAnon? Fox News is just a shithole for information. But these people are devoid of reality. They're disconnected from reality. And this is the reality they've decided on. This is their reality. This is what they've decided. I'm gonna play it so you can hear it. Oh, and pause it. Listen to the words of the Fuhrer. Hope it's not too loud.
Democrats decided to shield and shelter criminal. Look, wait. You have criminals.
All right, we're watching the president here in Wildwood, New Jersey. I just want to get a quick comment before we toss it over to Tucker Molly Hemingway.
Yeah, so even their own anchors thought that was funny. I mean, I've been watching some of the Fox News clips as they interview like Devin Nunes, Lindsey Graham, Rudy Giuliani. The look on their faces, you can just see it. They don't buy the shit that they're spewing. They don't buy it. They're starting to see there's a problem. Something's not right. So when even Fox News anchors can't even get a straight answer out of the people they're interviewing in government. Kellyanne Conway. I mean, when you've lost the support of Fox News, you've gone way too far. But this is what you're going to support. Sniffy, slurry McAdderall. He can't even form a he is basically declining mentally. And the only thing keeping him going at this point is Adderall. This is who we want in government. This is who we want running the state, the affairs of the country. This is who we want in charge. People like this. Is this what we really want? People like this in charge of our education, our water, our the Food and Drug Administration. What else? Why would you want to go to that? These people are inept. They are clowns, buffoons. Is this the kind of people we want for running the Justice Department? The Department of Justice, the Pentagon. Is this the kind of America we want? No. We want to destroy this type of America. And I've already said it. I've pretty much said all I can say at this point. But yes, this is the type of America we want destroyed. We want to progress. We want to go forward, not backward. We don't want to go back to the era of Jim Crow. We don't want to go back to the era of Leave It to Beaver. We don't want to go back to the era of ignorance of science. We want to progress in the future. We've got European countries that are decades ahead of us, and we're being held back by rubes like this, by these maggots that want to take us back. They want. I mean, look at these people as they listen to their leader with adoring eyes. Some of them are hardly paying attention. I mean, they're looking in, multiple directions. They're trying to be somewhat attentive. I mean, but just this glassy-eyed stare. I mean, no, I'm sorry. You people are not adults. You people have decided that you can't be adults. I'm sorry, but people like you should not be trusted with political power ever again. We don't want people like you in our leading our country. And we're going to make sure that this does not happen again. We cannot let this happen again. Another 4 years? I don't think we can manage another 4 years. There's been enough damage done. If Trump gets reelected because of the Electoral College, that's because of gerrymandering, redistricting, so that way you can get that's the only way Republicans can get elected, is gerrymandering. Rick Wiles talked about that. Rick Wiles went on Trevor Noah, on the Trevor Noah show, and he basically talked about how they did it. The 25 plus years of persistence. Look at this shit. This is what you get after a Trump rally, a Klan rally. Okay, look at this. Look at all the garbage left over in New Jersey. Look at this shit. Just look at it. I mean, who leaves chairs? I couldn't afford to do that. My God, if I'd have known if I were anywhere near this, I'd have been picking up all of these chairs. I mean, fuck. Some of them look brand new. That one's tore up. Look at this. This is after the New Jersey Klan rally. When what they did was they made everybody stand outside the venue, so it looked like people were trying to get in but couldn't. And then when they let everybody in, it was less. It wasn't even full to capacity. It was a 7,000 seat auditorium, and there was still room. And most of those people came from other states. Some of them traveled as far as 8-9 hours just to be with the Fuhrer. Look at this shit. Who's going to pay to clean all this up? And this is what's interesting. Whenever Trump does a Klan rally, he doesn't pay for it. The organizations that are responsible for organizing events like this, they're stuck with the bill. Look at this. Chairs as far as the eye can see. Trash blowing across the parking lot. You want to see filth and disgusting? And this is trash. This is trashy. Remember all the maggots were screaming about this? Remember the Women's March 2-3 years ago? The Women's March, I mean, they left signs and papers and stuff like that. It was nothing like this. This is, I mean, yuck. It looks like like a nuclear event took place. My God. Look at that shit. I'm surprised the homeless didn't come in here and just raid the place. I mean, look at that. I'm sure they've got it all fenced off, so I don't think anybody can just walk into this parking lot. Well, maybe they don't. I don't know. But look at this. This is Trump's America right here. This is what's going to be left of America if we don't stand up against this bullshit. Because that's what this is. This is bullshit. You know what else this room? You know what? It shouldn't surprise me. Yeah, it's a war zone. It's exactly what it is. You know what this reminds me of? I'm not surprised that this happened. I mean, it shouldn't surprise us. Let's see if I can pull it up. See if it'll let me. Yeah, here it is. I try to expand it. But I mean, it shouldn't surprise us. I mean, Trump is just as dirty and just lazy. I mean, he can't even close an umbrella. The gift isn't working. There it goes. Yeah, he can't get it to close, so he just leaves the umbrella right there because he knows someone will pick it up. Look at that. That's exactly. Yeah. Well, someone else will deal with it. And his followers praise that. They're like, "Oh, man, that's funny." You know, as if it was, Trump doesn't give a damn. It's like, yeah, we know that. And so when you see this, that's because they're just as lazy and dirty and disgusting as their Fuhrer. That's how we get this. And we might as well just listen to it. Watch this again, because if we don't stand up against this, this is what's going to happen to our country. Looks like volunteers are trying to pick up the shit. Wow. Yeah, who cares? Someone else will take care of it. Someone else will clean up my mess. This is maggot mentality right here. The maggot mentality. You heard it here. Make that a hashtag. It's pretty windy. Yeah. Who's going to pick all this up? You know, the city. Look at these people making minimum wage jobs. Look at this. I guarantee you, all of these people here that you see, this guy, these guys right here, these guys are making minimum wage working for the city. And I guarantee you, yeah. How ironic is that? Well, we want to cut taxes. We want to, the government takes too much of our money. They got to clean your mess. So they got to hire all of these people for minimum wage to clean up after this. And what's ironic, I guarantee you all of these are Democrats. How sad. How sad can you be? Look at that. Look at all that mess. What a great metaphor for our country. What a great metaphor. No, I'm sorry. Not our country. This is the Trump administration. This is perfect. Perfect. I couldn't pick out a better metaphor. I mean, animals don't do this. Animals aren't this messy. You know? That's pretty sad. What do you think? It's unreal. This is what's going to be left of our country if we don't get up and stand up and fight back and say enough is enough. We're sick and tired of this. We're going to be the adults in the room because you have proven you can't adult. You've not succeeded at this thing called life. Unbelievable. No regard, no care, doesn't matter. Someone else will clean up my mess. Just let it all sit there. Fuck them. Wow. And they call us entitled. They call these guys working for minimum wage cleaning up this shit that probably can't even afford health insurance. You know? And they call us lazy. They call the liberals and Democrats lazy. Get a job. Get a job. Well, look at the people who have a job cleaning up your shit. Good job. Good job, Republicans. Good job, maggots. Good job. Excellent. Yeah. For those of you who sat at home, 2016, almost 100 million voters, people of voting age, didn't vote. We cannot let this happen again. We cannot let this happen again. We cannot afford to sit on our ass and sit at home and do nothing. It's about time we did something. And it's about time we flush the turd this November 3rd. And I think you know who I'm talking about. He's the orange turd. You know, I mean, of course they're not going to have enough dumpsters for this because they don't. This is not the kind of place for something like this. You know, the organizers that organized this Klan rally. I mean, unbelievable. And the city has to pick up the tab. Good going. Good going, Trump. Good job. Brav fucking vo. Good job. This is what we're fighting, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is what we're fighting. And I think it's time we take this seriously. I think it's time we need to end this. This is the kind of America we need to end. With no apologies, no ifs, ands, or buts. End it. And how do we do that? With our vote. You don't like what you see? Then we need to fix it. Or this is just going to happen again. And again and again and again and again and again. Almost 100 million non-voters. Well, tell you what, we're going to get destroyed by apathy. Enough's enough. Let's end. This is the kind of America I want destroyed. And then we can progress. Then we can move forward into the future. But this is not the America. This is not it. This should not be America. No, no, no. So yes, whenever they say you liberals are trying to destroy America, you Democrats want to destroy America, just say yes, you're halfway correct. We want to destroy America. We want to destroy your version of America. We want to destroy your version. So with that, I bid you all good evening, good morning, or good afternoon, depending on where in the world you're watching this. And I look forward to the next broadcast. We'll talk to you later. Thank you very much for watching. Signing off.